Marilyn DeWalt has the ball in her hands, and we are set for basketball. Bruce and Bromley to jump it. The ball goes airborne, and Fairdale puts it in play. First possession and throw it away. And here is the Fairdale Dragons. Northwest tried to get that ball inside quickly and threw it away. Here is a dribble drive and into the corner for the first three of the game. It's no good. Being thrown up by Reese Barnett. Quickly down the floor, the Indians put it on the glass, and Gwen Lauer missed the shot, and the rebound comes down to the Dragons. Cameron Barnett with the basketball as we settle in here for Division II semi number 2. With it is Reese Barnett, and here's a three ball that is no good from out top from Kylie Bruce, and down the floor to Bromley, and a little bunny is good. Bottomley with the first basket of the game.
And when you have your bigs running the floor like that for layups, that's awesome.
Barnett makes the Indians pay, and we're tied at 2. Both teams like to throw it deep, and 94 feet doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
It just seems like it. Kuhn with the basketball, and it will go inside. The ball goes dribbling out of bounds, and it will be Fairland basketball. This Dragons team puts a lot of pressure on, and so does the Indians. I mean, both of these teams like to pressure the ball. Canal Fulton Northwest turns it over 12 times a game, and Fairland not as many, but they do pressure it defensively.
Yeah, and you're seeing that now with the defense.
Almost a steal there, but it's picked back up, and with it is Barnett's, and they will throw it underneath, and a reverse layup is no good by Hinkle, and the rebound cleared out by the Indians. So we're tied at 2, played 2 minutes. With the basketball are the Indians with Kuhn, and she will throw it over to Kuddick, who touches for the first time. Bomley throws it down low, and her shot is blocked out of bounds by Bree Allen. Whoa!
And I thought I was at a volleyball game at that point. That looked like a huge spike right into the bench.
That's her 31st block of the season. That's impressive. And now along the sidelines, the officials are getting together with the two coaches. Let's see. They're going to give the ball to the Indians, which is, I think, the right call. Ashley Kuddick will inbound the basketball. Kuddick at the 28-foot mark, and he'll inbound, and with it is Kuhn, and they will try to throw the backdoor cut, and Starks could never get a hold of it as it's taken away by the Lady Dragons of Fairland. Down.
That was the second time they tried to use that back cut that didn't work.
So with Goodby on the drive, she is fouled, and the foul is going to be called on Bottomley. That is her first foul of the ball game. So Delaney Carmody comes into the basketball game, and she will get Gwen Lauer. It's the niece of the head coach. And here is Goodby out on top, and a head and shoulders face by Allen, and she takes it up, and she draws another foul, and that's Bottomley again.
That's something they don't really need. I mean, to have your big picking up 2 fouls in less than 2 minutes, basically.
So the personal foul against Northwest, and the officials are getting a clarification. We think it's on Bottomley, but it is on Bottomley. So that's 2 fouls, and boy, Kevin Lauer is going to have some decisions to make.
Yeah, they're getting her out of the game. Get her a breather.
Allen with the free throw gives Fairland the lead. Lauer will get a second one, and it is good. I beg your pardon, that is Allen. So 2 for Allen, and it is 4-2 Fairland.
Here comes some pressure from Fairland.
Kuhn in the backcourt, holds, still's got it, and she gets it across the line. Boy, very close. Stark with the basketball. Off to Kuhn. Gianna Kuhn will throw to Stark, and now she gets a drive and puts it up. It's no good, but the board is there, and a good play right there by Carmody to get on the boards for the first two, and it's tied apiece. And here is a long three ball by Allen, and she has 5, averaging 13.5 points a game, and we get a timeout, Northwest. And it was before the inbounds pass. Well, the Ohio High School Athletic Association Radio Network would like to welcome great affiliates, including WCHO in Chillicothe, WINT in Cleveland, and also WNCO in Mansfield, Fox Sports 1340. And a reminder that all OHSAA Radio Network broadcasts available on your computer, tablet, or mobile device by logging on to the OHSAA Radio Network page at ohsaa.org. Let's go over to Michelle.
Yeah, standing here with the Fairland team, and Coach Buchanan not happy about that wide open layup on that offensive rebound, really getting after his girls to make sure they know where the ball is. Not happy.
7-4 the score. Fairland with the basketball's lead, and the Indians of Northwest with the basketball. And here is a dribble drive that is up and good from Canal Fulton Northwest, and that is Cuddick's first basket.
Yeah, that was a great drive. Saw that lane open up like the Red Sea, wide open layup.
Here's another three ball by Allen. It is no good, and the rebound is going to be tied up, and alternating possession will go to Fairland.
Yeah, keep the ball high on those rebounds. Don't bring it down. Indians are swarming the ball. I mean, I'm sorry, not the, Fairland is swarming the ball as soon as the rebound's coming off.
Barnett's out of the ball game, and Goodby back in. She has it, and she tries to throw a quick one, and it was knocked away. And quickly is Starks into the front court, and she throws a bad pass. And Goodby has it, drives, puts it on the rim, and scores. Addison Goodby with her first basket. 9-6 Fairland.
And Goodby, I mean, good heads-up play, good steal, moving her feet.
Cuddick puts it up on the rim. It's no good, and the ball is battled for, and Cuddick puts it up again. He gets it back. 2 offensive rebounds. Still can't get it to go in, and Goodby with a rebound for the Dragons.
And that ball was all over the rim.
It was
everything but going down.
Yeah, left side, right side, hit the backboard a couple of times. Crazy. Talaferro in the ball game. Isla Talaferro, and here is a drive, and Talaferro went right to the glass with it. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be last touched by the Indians. Dragons with the ball. Hinkle will inbound. The senior going to Tiffin. Takes it in, and here's Russell with the basketball. Russell, only a freshman, and she gives it up to Goodby. Goodby on the right block, and nearly gets it stolen, and we get a whistle and a foul called.
I think they're going to get Goodby on this one. Just coming from behind, just losing her balance and running into the offensive player.
So Fairland with the foul. That's their first, and 4 on Northwest. 9-6. Dragons with the lead. Indians with the basketball. Still in the backcourt, and they're counting. And they get it across the line. Kuhn with it, throws it down on the block, and it's a good basket by Lauer. Gwen Lauer, the niece of the head coach.
And what a great finish, but it all came from Kuhn, keeping her head up, looking. She was getting double teamed and actually was able to see Lauer.
Hinkle drives, and a whistle. Going to the free throw line. Indians not happy. Kevin Lauer wanted to travel. Fairland will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Tommy Hinkle, District Player of the Year. OVC Player of the Year. Not once, but twice. And an All-American nominee by McDonald's. Knocked that one in. It's her first point of the ball game. A 74% free throw shooter.
Yeah, she's a good one. She's holding her composure, playing her heart out right now.
Second one airborne, and it is off the iron, no good. And the rebound is battled for by the Indians and knocked out of bounds, and Fairland touched it last. 10-8. Fairland with a lead. And they put on full court man-to-man pressure. And quickly into the front court, the Northwest Indians, and Kuddick took it all the way to the glass, missed it, but here is a interception by Indians player Gianna Kuhn, who scores at the other end. She jumped in the air, took the ball away, and went the length of the floor and drew the foul as well.
Yeah, and the thing is, she gave that little pump fake in order to get this, and hopefully it's a three-point play.
Nice play by Kuhn. It's her first points of the ball game, and she goes to the free throw line. Goodby will go out, and coming back in is Bree Allen for Fairland. Coached by Jonathan Buchanan. He said 8 years, boy, it's been a long time. His 14th year, and that one is up and good as Kuhn has given Northwest an 11-10 lead. They led 2-0, but now they lead for the first time, and the jumper is good.
Cam Barnett's, I mean, she just had that 1-2 dribble, pull up, nice mid-range jumper.
And she normally is a three-point shooter, and that's a 2 for her. 40 of her 85 made field goals have been threes.
And they're not just on the line, they are deep threes.
Kuhn back to the basket, feeds it off to Stark, and now back to Kuhn. Kuhn out midcourt on the big D for Dayton and the Flyers. Stark takes it right to left, and now here's the three on the way. It is no good by Kuddick, and the rebound is cleared out of there by the Dragons.
And Kuddick had a good look at the basket.
Barnett
just didn't hit it.
Gets knocked down, and we get a whistle and a foul called. It's going to be on 3, Goodby. That is her second. 14 fouls now on Northwest and 2 on Fairland.
Yeah, they just have to stay a little bit disciplined on defense. They're going for every pump fake, every, dribble drive. They just have to keep their composure. Here's
Henkel for 3, and it is no good from the right baseline, and the Indians get the basketball. Stark with the weak side rebound in the backcourt, still dribbling, crosses the 10-second line, 1:16 left to go in the quarter. It's 12-11. Fairland on a seesaw back and forth basketball game. We expected this. Kuhn with the ball. Kuhn on the man-to-man defense by the Dragons, and Kudnick wants a clear out. She throws into the corner to Lauer. Lauer holds the basketball, and back to Kuhn at the top of the frame. 51 seconds left to go, and back with the ball is Kudnick. Kudnick feeds off to the top of the key. Carmody with it. Now to Kuhn, 40 seconds left. Good defense by Fairland, but Northwest taking the air out of it. And here is a turnaround. It's good by Kudnick. What a great play by her. She's got 4, and it's 13-12 Northwest.
Yeah, she just wheeled right off the defender.
Oh, Allen straight down the middle of the lane, and she scores on the dribble drive. 14-13 Fairland. Kudnick with the ball, and she will drive, put it up. It's a shot that is no good, and Fairland trying to come down with 9 seconds left. They take it all the way in for the layup. It is no good. Oh my. And the Indians come up with the rebound, and with 4 seconds left, they throw it the length of the floor, and it will be no good. And so a back and forth first quarter as Fairland takes a 1-point lead to the second quarter, and the Dragons lead it 14-13. Second quarter about to unfold. Before it does, let's go across to Michelle. And we'll get back with
Coach Lauer really emphatic about the defense that his team is playing right now, saying they're going for too many fakes, not filling in the lanes on defense. So that was the main point of that entire timeout. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you, Michelle. Here's the drive by Kudnick and a three-pointer that is no good. That was thrown by Northwest, and at the other end, there is a bucket, this time by by Russell. Russell with the basket. So Russell with her first basket of the ball game.
And the one thing that Fairland's doing, they're looking up the court to make sure that they're getting transition buckets. And the thing that Northwest has to do, they have to get back in transition. At least have one person back when the ball is being shot.
I think this is a Fairland pace. And they have really sped up Northwest. Now, Northwest likes to get it up and down some, but they have really pressed it. They pushed the issue. Bottomley back in the ball game, takes it to the glass and scores off the window.
And that's what Northwest needs. They need her in the game. So she has to be smart on the defensive end. But I look for Fairland to go right at her.
Oh, they missed Hinkle coming across the lane. Bree Allen with a basketball. Now to the top, bringing it back out. And Russell will start the offense, and there's Hinkle off the glass, and it's too strong, but the rebound is back up no good. And the rebound once again is blocked out of bounds. Goodby had a chance at it, but it was knocked away.
That was great defense. And, you know, the thing is that Northwest, Hinkle and both, Hinkle wanted to go up for that shot.
And Russell takes the three from the right baseline. It's no good. Ball on the floor, and we got a dive for the ball. And alternating possession goes to Fairland. They've had every 50-50 ball in this first half.
They have.
16-15, Fairland with the ball and the lead with 6:25 left in the half. And on the inbounds pass, oh, that was a quick whistle. And it was against Kuhn, her first.
Yeah, I mean, she got her hands on the ball, and obviously she must have got her hands on the wrist also.
Ball taken out of bounds again by Hinkle, and she will bring it in for Fairland. And here's a three that is short from the corner by Russell, and it is rebounded by Fairland, and there is Russell again. Bailey Russell found her way in the paint, and she'll find her way to the line. 16 foul now against Northwest here in the first half.
Yeah, they're hitting the offensive boards pretty hard, and that's one thing that, you know, Coach Lauer was stressing. One shot and done. One shot and done. Well, right now, the Fairland's really getting on the boards.
Russell missed the first one. She'll get another. And the second one no good. But there is Fairland with the offensive board. Long three ball is short. And Hinkle could not get that one to go. And we got a whistle in the backcourt on the defense. And dribbling it on the end line was Russell. So 6:06 to go. And Kuhn will inbound to Bromley. 6'2" senior in the backcourt, and she will bring it up herself. She's going to take it all the way to the right block. Will get it back. Double teamed. Will throw across, and Lauer's shot is blocked, and we get a foul called. It's going to go against Northwest. Kuhn with the foul. Actually, I think that was Lauer instead. So Lauer with the personal foul, and we're going to walk to the other end for 1-1. This has been exhausting.
It has. I mean, just making sure you know, there are players everywhere.
And they're on the floor, yeah. I mean, not just playing the game, but they're scraping the floor on both ends. Free throw is no good on the 1-on-1. Bromley with the rebound. Bottomley with their second board of the ball game. And here's Stark. She has been quiet so far, has not scored for Northwest, and averaging 8 points a game, almost 9. Stark out on top, and here's the three ball. It's good. And Carmody knocks it in. She's a 37% three-point shooter, and it's an 18-16 lead for Northwest.
That's good ball movement just to get that open shot.
Once again, Godby goes down the lane, and she is fouled. They're going to give it on Kuhn. Back to the free throw line will be Fairland. They're a 71% free throw shooting team, and Goodby is a 77% shooter. 5:16 to go in the half. 1-1, no good. Got to make free throws.
Exactly.
18-16, Northwest with the ball in the lead as Kuhn has the basketball. Bottomley sets up a screen. Now she gets it on the screen and roll. Out on top, and here's another three, and it is off the mark this time, and the rebound battled for, and it's picked out there by Tommy Hinkle. Hinkle in the backcourt for the Dragons. 4:48 to go, and she will drive all the way in with the runner. It's off the mark, no good, one and done. And down the floor, the ball is stolen away by Hinkle on the rebound. That was a half-court through, or maybe a heave.
And that's the thing, Hinkle is very observant as to, getting that steal.
Bruce got the ball on the rebound, and the shot by Hinkle is no good, but she gets it back, and Hinkle will turn from the backcourt to the front court and set up the offense. This has been ragtag, back and forth. Both teams aggressive, and there's three players on the floor again, and this time coming out of there with it is Russell. Russell with the drive against Bottomley, and that was a very good play by Bottomley not to foul and knock the ball out of bounds.
I think Coach Lauer, his hair's going to be gray by the end of this game because you have Bottomley, challenging shots still with 2 fouls, and Kuhn going after people at the defensive end.
30-second timeout called by John Buchanan, and he was jumping up and down across the way. I think he was thinking, okay, I want this timeout, and he wasn't getting any of the stripes to give it to him, and he finally got it to him. Hey fans, with spring right around the corner, get out and explore America's playing field by visiting Canton for special events, shopping destinations, and a lot of other fun encounters. And there are lots of things to do all across Stark County. Find out more by going to visitcanton.com or follow us on social media at Visit Canton. To the sidelines, and here's Michelle.
Coach Buchanan talking to his team about not letting Northwest catch and shoot threes. And again, emphasizing, really playing defense and not going for all of the fakes that the other team is handing out.
Good point. And Fairland on the offensive side of the ball, and here is a drive, and the shot is no good inside by Allen, and it's picked out of there by Kudnick.
And Bottomley, she got lucky on that one, that they were underneath the net and no foul was called on that because there was some contact.
Fairland shooting just 26% from the field, and here's a dribble drive. Nobody picks up Kuhn, and she goes all the way in for the score.
And that was set up by Bottomley's screen. No help on that defense.
Bruce goes out to Allen, and Allen will hold the basketball. High point offense as Bruce will take it down the right side of the lane, put it up, and score it over Bottomley. And Kylie Bruce with her first basket of the game. And it's 20-18. Northwest with the ball in the lead.
Yeah, Bottomley couldn't do anything with that one, and Bruce just took it right at her.
2:46 to go in the half. Kuhn with the ball. Northwest putting up a big-time fight. They've lost only twice this year to the same team, CVCA. Kuhn, right baseline. Short corner, and she throws to a cutting Kutnick, and that is in off the window.
And it was a great cut.
And Fairland throws it away, trying to get the ball deep on the sideline to the baseline, and Northwest gets it back, leading 22-18. Fairland with the turnover. So the Indians will take it out of bounds against the full court press.
And Hinkle went down in that last defensive sequence, and she's hobbling a little bit. And then Kuhn went out of the game. Looks like she's sick on the sideline, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one.
Boy, everything is happening for both of these teams as Kendall Lauer got the ball knocked away and Fairland gets the ball back. I just can't see where the sets are coming. It is just end to end in a lot of just one-on-one basketball. But hey, here's a play that I know. This is called horns.
Yeah.
I know that. And here's the three ball, and it is no good by Hinkle, and the rebound is cleared out of there by Stark. That's the first set that Fairland has run.
Yeah.
In this quarter, for sure.
In this quarter, yeah. They ran it early in the first, but nothing lately.
And here's a drive and a score by Stark as he took it all the way in for the 2 points, and the and one is coming. And a timeout, I think. Well, Fairland, I thought John Buchanan was going to call time. He sure looked like it. And Stark will go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. And it is good. So Stark with her first three of the game, and it's 25-18. And Northwest has really opened it up on a 5-0 run. Hinkle with the drive against Bottomley, missed it off the window, and the rebound is cleared out by Carmody.
And I just think Bottomley's length, you know, is just disrupting because Fairland's getting some really good looks at the basket, but she's just disrupting it.
Well, it's 6'2" and athletic, going to Loyola, Maryland. She's the only D1 on the floor. Hinkle's going to Tiffin. Throw into Lauer in the corner. Out on top as Northwest is just taking this ball around the perimeter. Now Bottomley takes it in the lane, and the dribble drive goes down to Lauer, and she scores. Lauer on the baseline with her second field goal. That was a great pass by Carmody.
Carmody had her head up. I mean, she saw that defender coming at her, and that left a wide open shot underneath the basket.
27-18. 40 seconds left as Northwest in control. Undefeated as we've got an offensive foul on a moving screen. They're calling Kylie Bruce for the moving screen, and Northwest gets it back on the turnover. So Northwest sees Fairland pick up their fifth foul.
The thing with those moving screens, you have to be set, and you have to make sure you tell your players, wait until the guard goes past you before you move. If you go before that, it's going to be an automatic moving screen. And that's just a unforced turnover that can be, you know, taken away.
Stark with a basketball over her head. 28-foot mark at the left-hand side, now left point. 16 seconds left to go in the half, and Northwest playing for the last shot. And here is the dribble drive. The ball knocked away as Kudnick tried to take it down the right-hand side of the floor. So 5.6 seconds left.
And Kuhn back in the ball game. You know, I have to check to see if she's playing sick.
So she will take the ball out of bounds, will throw in, and here is the drive. It's no good. Ball knocked away, and it was Kudnick who took that shot, missed it off the window, and Fairland has the basketball.
I think they may talk about this and give it.
No, it might.
Give it back.
Officials are talking about it underneath the basket, and they're going to reverse the call.
Yeah, that's the right call.
Kevin Lauer calling the play from the sidelines, very adamant. Bottomley will be inbounding the basketball. 1.8 seconds left in the half. They will throw it in, and here is a quick catch and shoot. It is good! It is good by Carmody. It's a 2, not a 3, but Carmody hits it from the right baseline, and it's 29-8. What a run by Northwest as they take it to the locker room, leading by 11. Welcome back to Dayton as we get set for the second half. And the first possession of the second half is underway, and the Indians get it. And they have Stark with a basketball off to Lauer, and it'll be Kuhn running the weave at the top of the key. It's 29-18 Northwest as they throw the basketball away, and it'll be Fairland with the first turnover of the second half of play. Let's go to Michelle on the sidelines. Michelle?
Yeah, spoke to coach concerned to kind of go all in.
And we'll check with you here in a little bit, Michelle. We unfortunately could not get anything from your microphone at that point. A little as Fairland, Tommy Dinkle has the ball, but it's stolen away, and here comes Stark. Stark splits the double team, and she is fouled.
And you know what? The thing with Stark, she is always looking for that steal because she's so aggressive, and she takes it right into get the foul.
Let's try Michelle once again. Michelle?
He talked to Coach Buchanan, and he was really careful that his girls are hesitant.
And unfortunately, we're not getting anything out of that microphone, so we will try once again a little bit. Here's Ashley Stark with the second of two free throws, and neither one of them go down, and Hinkle with the rebound for Fairland. And Fairland's Hinkle takes it all the way to the glass, and she is going to be fouled. The foul is going on Northwest, and Hinkle will go to the free throw line. That was about as aggressive as we have seen from either team, and Kuhn picks up the personal foul.
Yeah, Hinkle was trying to get that coast to coast, but she did a great job bodying up just to create that foul situation.
So Kuhn with her second personal foul, and Hinkle at the free throw line and can't get it to go down. She'll get one more. Here's one of the top scorers at 12 a game, and she has been held without a field goal, and those two free throws are not going to go either, and the ball goes over to Northwest.
Yeah, you wonder if it's the pressure.
And here's a steal by Fairland, and the shot is up and good. Just Russell makes the bucket. Just like that, Fairland back within 9. They got it to single digits. Lauer breaking the pressure. Bottomley, right baseline, double teamed, throws it back out on top to Kutnick. Ashley Kutnick with a basketball with a dribble drive, and she will throw it on the rim. It's no good, and there are 4 Fairland players on the boards, and with the breakaway is Russell, who scores.
And it is 4 on the boards and 1 running for the layup.
And a timeout is wanted by Northwest. Timeout Northwest. (29-22) as Northwest has a 7-point lead, but Fairland is on the march. This broadcast is a presentation of the Ohio High School Athletic Association radio network. Any commercial use, retransmission, or distribution without the express written consent of the OHSAA is strictly prohibited. The announcers and production staff for this game were selected by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Equipment, engineering, and production is provided by TKDS Sports Network. Satellite distribution is provided by Skyview Networks. And for more information, log on to the Ohio High School Athletic Association radio network at www.ohsaa.org. Northwest looking at pressure. Bottomley will throw it over the top, and they will get the ball down on the baseline, and it's stolen away by Goodby. Godby with a basketball, right baseline. She will take it all the way in and throw it away. Lauer with the steal, and now another steal. Man, this thing is just crazy.
I tell you, both teams are playing as hard as they can. Deflections and hands on balls. It's fun to watch.
Russell with that knockdown. This is almost like lacrosse or something. Gee, Christmas. Bottomley throws out to Lauer. Lauer in the paint, takes and puts it up off the window. It's no good. The rebound is back up strong, and it won't fall. And with it and getting the loose ball is Kudnick, and she scores.
And Kudnick never gave up on that rebound. I mean, she was tipping it to herself, ended up getting it, and easy score for her.
And the ball knocked away. I'm telling you, Stark got her hands on that basketball and knocked it away on the dribble drive by Hinkle.
And I could tell why she's going to West Liberty for track. She is so quick and fast.
Inbound, they tried to get it to the right baseline, and now a whistle and a foul as Russell took it in the middle of the paint. It seems to me that John Buchanan challenged Bailey Russell to get more involved.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, they're running their offense a little bit more with her, and she's more aggressive defensively. I mean, she's doing a good job for them.
Cam Barnett is out of the game. Hinkle to do the inbounding. Looking, finding, and going right baseline. And stepping on the sideline is Hinkle. And so that's a turnover. They tried to get the ball into Talafero. They did, and then when Hinkle got it back, she had a shoe on the sideline. Quickly up the floor. The ball is going to be thrown into the middle of the floor, and Lauer picks it up. I think
that was a great save by Lauer.
Everybody's just got to take a deep breath. Kuhn with the ball. 5:17 to go. 31-22 Northwest with the ball, and they have the lead. Kudnick. Right point. Kudnick with a right-hand dribble to Kuhn. Kuhn goes inside Bottomley. Bottomley turns right baseline. Double team. Ball's on the deck as we got a whistle and a hold as Bottomley turned to the basket. It might be on Russell. It is. Russell with the foul. That's her first and the second team foul on Fairland.
And one thing that, you know, Bottomley has to do, the one dribble good, the second dribble, but then that defense is collapsing down on you. She got kind of lucky getting that foul call.
Bottomley with the inbounds pass Kuhn, and over to Lauer. Lauer on the left-hand side of the paint. Now Bottomley throws to the right side. Kudnick back to Bottomley. She spins against Allen, and we get a foul called, and that's on 22, Bree Allen. First on her, and Bottomley will go to the free throw line. You feel like there's a little momentum switch here as the Indians are running more offense in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, they're more deliberate in their offense, and, you know, they're trying to get Bottomley, you know, involved more and more. Because you look, probably the last 4 plays, she has touched the ball more than she did in the first half, even though she was in a little bit of foul trouble in the first half.
Missed the first free throw, second one airborne and good. 5 for Bottomley, 32-22, biggest lead of the ball game. Northwest, Hinkle with the drive, puts it up with the right hand, and oh, what English, put it up and in.
As a spinner going into that net.
First basket of the game for Hinkle. She's their leader, senior starter. Stark with the ball, 32-24. Northwest with the lead. Here's the drive by Kuhn. Into the corner they go. Kudnick's three. It's off the mark, no good. And Allen with a rebound. Bree Allen, middle of the floor with a dribble against Lauer. She's got size advantage there. Here's Hinkle with a foul line drive. Ball knocked away. She picks it back up and out to Talafero. And inside they go. And the shot is no good by Godby. And the rebound comes off the Northwest. Fairland is having a miserable shooting afternoon. 32% for the game.
And you know what? The thing is that Northwest, Kevin Lauer, he's switching up his defenses a lot. And he's really making sure that different players are coming down on other players.
Kudnick with the shot, it's no good, and Godby with the rebound. Here's a long three ball, it's no good from the top by Allen. Ball's on the deck, and we get a whistle, and there are 4 bodies on the floor, and I don't know who got this one. It's on 3. and that's Godby. This has been one of the craziest games. I'm telling you, I think they all need to take a deep breath.
There are hands everywhere.
8-point game. Bottomley with the inbounds pass. She brings it into the front court. Bottomley with a left-hand dribble, takes it right down the right side of the lane. Right block, puts it up and scores.
That was a nice move by Bottomley.
16.5 a game and showing it. Here is Henkel with a spin move, and now the 3 ball is good from the side. Wow, Russell with 9. That's her 54th of the year, and it's 34-27.
I tell you, coming off the bench, I mean, she really knows how to light it up.
That was a rainbow.
That was a rainbow.
Kuhn in the backcourt. 2:46 to go in the third quarter. You talk about two teams that won it. They want to play Purcell Marion on Saturday. Stark gets a screen, drives all the way in, and scores. What a screen by Bottomley.
Yeah, no help on the defensive end. That's one way you're going to be able to get nice, easy shots.
Hinkle threw a backdoor cut, and Russell never cut. Turnover, and it's a timeout wanted by Fairland. It's a 60-second timeout with 2:23 to go in this third quarter. And with the timeout, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. This is the OHSAA Radio Network.
This is where Ohio high school sports play. The OHSAA Radio Network, powered by TKDS Sports.
Varsity Brands is honored to partner with the OHSAA and is recognized leader in team athletic gear, the driving force and spirit, and the most trusted name in celebrating student milestones. Varsity Brands partners with educators, coaches, and students to build school pride, student engagement, and community spirit. All right, 2:23 left here in the third. Let's try to go over to Michelle. Michelle?
So here on the Fairland bench, and really talking about not letting Northwest drive to the basket on the right side. That was a very specific conversation. They also switched a couple of their defenders to try to get a better matchup, so we'll see if this timeout produces some results.
All right, thank you, Michelle. It's so great, Lori, to have her right there listening in, so to speak.
It is, and you know, it gives us a little bit of an inside opportunity to hear what other coaches and what other coaches are planning and executing, and just see what their whole game plan is.
So Fairland's going to put on full court man-to-man press, and Northwest breaks it easily. Kudnick all the way in, all the way to the basket, and scores. She took that from sideline to sideline, baseline to baseline. And here's a 3 ball. It is no good, put up by Fairland. That was Hinkle, who has been shut out from out there except for one time in this game.
Yeah, and going back to Kudnick, I mean, she just took off. She saw an open lane throughout the whole floor and just took it.
Kudnick had 10 against Canfield in the regional final. And Hinkle will take the basketball, trailing 38-27. And I can tell you that this year, this Fairland team hasn't seen this deficit.
No, and the thing is Northwest is really doing a lot on their defense.
Here's Hinkle, drives, throws it, and the shot is no good by Godby. And a whistle in the backcourt as Bottomley got the rebound, and she was fouled.
Yeah, she's just disrupting Fairland right now anywhere around the basket.
She's made a difference. She got those 2 quick fouls, and then she got back in there in the second quarter, and she has been a factor in this ball game. Kuhn with the ball. Feeds it up to Stark, and she brings it into the front court. Out of Stark County, this Northwest Indians team has only lost, as we said, 2 games all year, and they were the same team within their conference, the PAC conference, CVCA, and here's a drive, and it's no good by Stark. They just cleared out for her and let her go.
And she went to the right side.
There's a steal, and here comes Kutnick again and laying it in.
The one thing about Northwest, they could be beaten, gone up the court, but there's somebody from behind, always trying to tip it from behind, and they seem to have a player waiting for that steal.
Russell with the basketball, loses it out of bounds, and once again it was Stark. She carried this team earlier in the year. She has, and she had that steal a moment ago, she has the school record for steals, 110, and I can tell you that she's had a few more.
Oh, yeah, I mean, she's averaging over 4 steals a game.
Here's a backdoor cut by Hinkle, and she missed the lay-in. Oh, my.
And that's when they really needed.
They needed that in the worst way. 40-27 Northwest, and Fairland is undefeated. They've only lost 2 games in their last 49. And both of them have been tournament games. Here's the throw into Bottomley, left block. She takes it across left to right and throws it and gets it back inside, and there's great passing because Carmody hit Bottomley, and the 2-man game works.
Yeah, Carmody did a great job.
And Hinkle tried to take it all the way to the glass, and she had her shot blocked by Bottomley, out of bounds.
Bottomley's doing it both on the offensive end and the defensive end right now.
Bottomley with just 9 points. She had a double-double against Canfield, 16 and 10 in the regional final. Here is Reese Barnett's, and she will throw to Bruce inside, and Bruce scores from the paint, and it's 42-29. 4 seconds left to go in the quarter. And Northwest is just going to heave it, and that will do it. The end of the quarter here as the Northwest Indians take control in the third, and this seasoned veteran team leads 42-29 over undefeated Fairland. Start the fourth quarter, the last 8 minutes of this second semifinal, and Fairland has the basketball, and Hinkle on the left block, and will feed it back out on top to Goodby. Goodby, right side, throws inside. Bruce puts it up. It's short, and Bottomley with the rebound for the Northwest Indians. And Kutnick is just all by herself, and she missed the shot. She missed the little lay-in, and Hinkle with the rebound. And firing a 3 is no good by Barnett's on the side, and a tie-up underneath. Let's go across to Michelle.
Yeah, Coach Buchanan really talking about confidence. Don't lose your confidence. We have plenty of time. And then he said they're abandoning the bucket. All those layups that Northwest is getting, he said stay put. Help each other out. Don't abandon the basket.
And we get a 30-second timeout across the way. Thank you, Michelle. 42-29 with 7:24 to go in the basketball game. AAA membership for your teen driver means someone is always there for those unexpected emergencies. Breathe easy as parent and know we have you covered. AAA provides safety, security, and peace of mind. Protect the ones that you love. Well, Lori, Fairland's just going to have to change not the pace of the game, but the complexion of the game.
Yeah, they have to really just have a little bit of patience, and I give all credit to the Indians, you know, changing up their defense, but Fairland's is a high-octane offense, and they just need to start getting some buckets.
Almost a bad pass, and now the ball goes on the floor, and what happened is Hinkle fell down, kept her dribble, and then lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, she just slipped. I don't know what she slipped on, but it was like a little bit of ice right there.
Oh, you would think as Bruce goes out of the basketball game, Russell back in, they'd come out and wipe that up, but they didn't do it. 42-29 Northwest. With it is Stark, and they will double team Kuhn, and the ball's underneath, and Kutnick is wide open for the score.
I tell you, Kuhn is so good at keeping her head up. I mean, that's why she's the all-time assist leader, because she is so good seeing the floor.
Down the floor is Allen, and the turnaround is no good. And here is Bottomley with her 7th rebound of the game. She's going 9 and 7 so far, trying to go back-to-back double-doubles. And missing some time, too. Bottomley with the basketball. And here is a drive and an angle for Carmody, who put it up and scored.
Yeah, Northwest is just spreading the floor right now, and Fairland, they don't have an answer for it.
So far, this Northwest team has been so just steady. And, I mean, a lot has to do with 5 seniors.
Yeah, the experience has a lot to do with it, and they know how each other plays.
Godby put the shot up. It's no good, and the rebound is cleared out of there by Northwest. And Coons down the floor, driving, going to Bottomley. Bottomley will get called for the offensive foul. That is her first personal foul since the first quarter.
Yeah, she just backed in and dropped her defender. That was an easy call for those officials.
Going to get a change in the lineup as Cam Barnett is back in the ball game. She can drop the threes from just about anywhere. Lauer comes in, and checking out is Carmody. So this is Gwen Lauer, 5'5" senior. And here's Hinkle. Hinkle between the rings and feeds it over to Godby. And Russell will drive, and Bottomley knocks it over on the far side to Lauer, and that's a big-time block shot. Here's Kuhn right down the middle of the lane, 3-on-2. Bottomley puts it up, and she's hammered by Godby.
Yeah, they're just seeing everyone on the court right now, just getting the ball to Bottomley, but it all starts on the rebounding end of it, because they're getting the rebounds, holding Fairland to one shot or a turnover, and then they're coming down in transition and getting easy buckets.
So it will be Bottomley at the free throw line. The 6'2" senior puts it up, and it's off the mark, no good. She'll get one more. Godby has 4 personal fouls now. She's the only one among the 5 on the floor in foul trouble. Bottomley in double digits with 10. Hinkle quickly into the front court, looking for a cut, and now she drives, puts it up, and scores the basketball. Nice play by Hinkle.
That was a tough shot, especially with Bottomley with her arms stretched out to the ceiling. She was able to get that basket in.
And a throw that is saved. Lauer went over Lauer's head, and it was saved in the corner by Stark. Nice play there. Kuhn with the ball. Kuhn gets a screen from Bottomley, and back with it is Stark, and Ashlyn Stark will set things up. Drive, throw it to Kutnick, who puts it up off the glass, and good. She has just found that angle.
She has, and you know, and the thing that I like is Kutnick. I mean, as soon as her defender turned her head, she was making that back cut and able to get that pass and make an easy basket.
Yeah, that back cut has been very effective this afternoon, almost a steal, and now Hinkle has it. Feeds it over to Godby, and now the long 3 ball that's no good. Allen with the rebound, and back out, and Godby misses again, and Bottomley has the basketball. Boy, they have had tough time getting that ball in the hole.
Yeah, and I think they're just wearing down because Northwest just goes at you.
And there's a 2-on-1, and Lauer scores. 51-31. And this one has been crazy, and there's a pass that's thrown out of bounds, and Hinkle just beside herself because it appeared that there's just a lack of communication on that play.
Yeah, you know, they're looking for somebody to kick it out for the 3, and she wasn't there. And you can see the frustration on her face when she's noticed, oh my gosh, my teammate's not on the court.
Fairland's had a heck of a year. I mean, their average margin of victory this season has been almost 34 points. But they haven't played a team like the Indians. And here's almost a steal, but Kylie Bruce with a personal foul. Her second, and Fairland has 7 now, and then time to shoot free throws, I think. 1-1, that's what they're saying. So It'll be Bottomley at the free throw line for the 1+1, and coming back in the ball game will be Ashlyn Stark. Kevin Lauer really coaching him up.
Yes, he is.
In his 4th year, he coached boys, took some time off, and of course his brother's coaching. His dad was a Hall of Famer. Bottomley with 11 points. She'll get another. Bottomley with 11 points and 9 boards. Second one no good, and the rebound is cleared out by Fairland. Here's Hinkle. Hinkle all the way down the right side of the lane, throws it back to Bruce, and her shot is good. Kylie Bruce with 6, and it's 52-33. Long pass to Lauer, and Lauer is still in the backcourt, but they will slow it down.
Yeah, I mean, she had a breakaway layup if she wanted it, but Coach Lauer's doing a good job. Slow the pace down. What he wanted to do in the beginning.
That's his daughter making that play, and here is a steal by Talaferro for Fairland up to Hinkle. Talaferro, middle of the floor, feeds it over on the side to Barnett's. The 3 is up, and it is no good, and the ball is slapped out of bounds. And let's see, they're going to keep it at the Fairland end. 14, Delaney Carmody is coming back in the ball game, and it'll be Gwen Lauer checking out. Hinkle to inbound the basketball to Bruce. Bruce will drive, put it up off the glass, no good, and Kutnick with the rebound, and all the way up to Stark, who hangs and scores. I mean, you talk about cherry picking. They have done that the entire second half.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as the shot goes up, Northwest has gotten down the court, and they're looking for it.
They've at least got one that is releasing.
Yes. And it also helps when you have Bottomley rebounding and, you know, Kudnick rebounding.
Ball goes inside, and they go backdoor, and Barnett's can't come up with the basketball. Now she picks it up, and she's double-teamed off to Bruce. Bruce at the foul line. Bruce will spin against Bottomley, put it up, and draw the foul. So Bottomley has picked up her 4th personal to go along with 11 points and 9 rebounds.
Yeah, Kylie Bruce did a good job. She had good footwork in the post. You know, Bottomley left her feet.
School record for Kuhn in assists, and then steals as well in this season from Stark. So between Kuhn and Stark, the engine that gets it going.
Yeah, they do.
They get that engine started, as Hinkle will be out of the game, and Bruce at the free throw line, and the free throw is no good.
And the one thing with Stark, I mean, she's always looking for the steal.
Kuhn with the ball in the backcourt, will throw across the timeline and get it back from Ashlyn Stark. 2:20 to go, and you got to believe this is an upset, because Fairland was number 2 in the state. According to the AP poll, Northwest was not ranked. And here's the drive and the shot. It's no good. Bottomley with the rebound, back up and in. Stark missed. Bottomley was there for the board. She has 13, and it's 56-33.
One thing I like about Bottomley, she never brings the ball down on a rebound. And being 6'2", you know, that's a blessing, because you always try to teach your post players to keep the ball high.
Well, Jamar Mosley is not left. He is watching intently from Purcell Marion, and he knows that it's going to be a battle if this continues between Bottomley and Alexander.
Yeah, it is.
Timeout by Northwest with 1:45 to go here in the basketball game. And we are going to take a pause here, as it is 56-33 Northwest over Fairland. Let's pause for these messages from the Ohio High School Athletic Association. This is the OHSAA Girls Basketball State Tournament on the OHSAA Radio Network and OHSAA.tv.
Hey football fans, now's the perfect time to rush to Canton to visit the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Located only a short drive away, the hall provides experiences you can't get anywhere else. Enjoy the Super Bowl Theater, the Game for Life holographic experience, interactive displays, one-of-a-kind memorabilia, and lots more. The hall is open 7 days a week, so what are you waiting for? Get off the bench and get into the game. Tickets are available right now at profootballhof.com.
Welcome back to the Ohio High School Athletic Association State Basketball Tournament on the OHSAA Radio Network.
Northwest is using their defense to a great degree of effectiveness this afternoon, and that's their calling card. 23 of their 28 opponents they've held under 40 points. And here is Tafaro drawing a foul on the inbounds pass and the shot as Kuhn comes up with the personal foul. So that's 4 on Gianna Kuhn. It didn't start out like Northwest was going to assert a lot of authority defensively, but they have.
They have, and you know what? I give all credit to that staff for changing up defenses, switching on players. I mean, that mentally just wears you down as a player, just trying to figure out what defense is coming at you at any given time.
Fairland has not been productive at the free throw line, just 3 out of 13 this afternoon, and shooting just 29% from the field. Northwest a little bit better. Faro gets into that scoring line. 55% for this Northwest team that have had a lot of shots right in the paint, right at the goal. Here's a throw down to the baseline, and there is no question that they were going to take the air out of it. Stark with it on the wing. Northwest only had 1-3, but they haven't needed it.
Yeah, and Coach Lauer, he's still coaching them. He's telling them exactly where to go.
This looks like the old North Carolina 4 corners when that was legal. And here's the shot by Bottomley, no good. She misses the second shot, and Bruce gets the ball knocked out of bounds by Kuhn, and it will be Fairland ball, and Northwest is going to bring in some more subs. And out of the game comes Carmody. Out of the game comes Stark. And also Kudnick, Ashley Kudnick, who has 16 points to lead the way.
She played a great game.
Under a minute. And they will throw in the corner, and Barnett's will try the 3. It's no good. Kuhn with the rebound for Northwest. Just 12% from behind the arc. 2 out of 16 for Fairland. It has been that kind of day. What defense by the Indians. They're going to need it in the the championship game as well. They've really done a great job here in this semifinal, which is 25 seconds left. They don't need to score anymore. They just need to take care of the basketball, and Kuhn has it on the side. Gianna Kuhn gets a screen with 14 seconds left, and this basketball game is all but over. 10 seconds left, and they erupt Stark County's Canal Fulton Northwest. The Indians have won it. They've upset Fairland, and they are going to the championship game. The final score here, Northwest 56 and Fairland 34. It was a spectacular defensive effort to keep Proctorville Fairland under 40 points, just like any other team almost all season long. I mean, only 5 teams scored more than 40 points on Northwest, and they do it again in the semis.
Yeah, and especially against a great team like Fairland that could put up numbers.
56-34, your final, and Northwest will take on Purcell Marion for the championship in Division II. And I mean, this is the first time Northwest has been here, and they certainly have a big exclamation point to this one.
They do, and you know what? Those seniors really kept them in this game.
Such a veteran team, and Kevin Lauer with just a family affair with his niece and his sister his daughter on the floor, his dad in the stands, his mom in the stands, and now he is with our Michelle Mimba courtside as he catches his breath. I think he's going to need a towel, Michelle.
He does. He has the towel. So congratulations. First time going to the state tournament for this program? So how do you feel? Because you were very active on the sidelines today.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just want it for these girls so bad because they've done so much for the last 4 years. And, you know, I think our community and our teams, about anyone that gave us a chance all the way through, and we just keep proving people wrong. I'm so proud of them.
So the message was kind of that Fairland would be the team that could run up and down the floor. But I would say you guys won that battle today.
You know, we want to press and run. That's my MO. But we play teams that I think might be a little better than that. In the tournament, we've slowed it down. We took our time. We can do both. And we could play half court. We could play full court. And, you know, it's just a testament to our girls being able to pick up on so many different defenses. Whatever we can do to take away the other team, we'll do it. I'm not a one defense guy, one offense game. Take away your weakness, and we win the game.
All right, I got to get a quick comment about Purcell Marion, your opponent in the final.
It's another juggernaut. I mean, we're going through facing a team that's, you know, picked to win every way through. Purcell, they're an amazing team. They got, you know, Miss Basketball and everybody else around them. And, you know, we're going to have to definitely find a way to find a little bit left in the tank. And, you know, we're just happy for the community and the girls to have a chance and see what happens.
All right, congratulations, Coach. Thank you. All right, guys, back to you.
Thank you, Michelle, and what an effort. And Canal Fulton Northwest wins it this afternoon. Final score 56-34 over Fairland, who was previously undefeated.